Hey guys, it's RJ the Fed. I don't know if you guys could hear the mic in the background over that, but it sounds like Carl could hear it. So my wife's in the other room trying to put my son down for bed, but we are here. So good to see Carl's already talking about giving that baby some whiskey. Got John and Tater Dom in the house. So today we went to the liquor store. We stopped by Juno's. So Juno, Steven's the owner, one of the owners. He was there, and he told me the other day that he got this in for me because I made a comment about it. Because they had the vodka, and I was like, "Hey, what about the whiskey? Do you guys have it?" And he didn't have the best opinion on the whiskey, so they opted not to carry it. But then when I made a comment about it, he went out of his way to get it for me. So got to go buy it now. Once they get it, got to get it. You want this in cask strength? I think cask strength would be really cool, but I'll take the regular offering to start out with. This one's 96 proof and it's a small batch, barrel aged at least 4 years. My understanding is they basically make this like any other whiskey, except instead of using corn, they use rice. It's made in Louisiana. Not much more about it, I guess. This is small batch number 323, if any of you guys care about that. Mr. Lopez is in the house. What is going on, sir? Hopefully you've been enjoying some of them samples. Hey, Zeus, what's going on? So, gonna fresh crack this JT Meleck. In the video description, the live stream description, I did shout out Juno's Liquor Store because that's where I got this. I looked online. They don't have this at Total Wine or Specs in my area. So, I don't know if they're going to be getting this in, but you don't have to go to Total Wine or Specs to get it. You can go to Juno's if you're in my area. He's over there in Arlington on South Cooper Street. Let's see if we can get this to pick this up. Nice little cork pop. Pour it up in our Glen. Not sure if it picks up the pour sounds. Hopefully the audio sounds good, guys. We're still trying to make sure we are mindful and cautious of the audio. Everybody seems to have technical issues. Mine seems to be audio issues, so no different. Got Miles, the Bourbon Traveler, in the house. So, like I was saying in the video description, we've got a shout out to Juno's Liquor Store. We have their YouTube channel and his store website. And then I think there was one other link in there. I can't remember what I put in there. It's I just set it up, so it's only been a couple minutes. Yeah, their YouTube channel and their website. And if you scroll down on their website, it'll show where they're located at. So if you guys are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, you can go check out his store. So we got our JT Meleck poured up. This will be my first impressions of a rice whiskey. So excited to try it. See, we get to cut the glass real quick. Let it open up a little bit since we just fresh cracked it. Smells like a bourbon. Doesn't smell any different. I guess they can't call it a bourbon since it's not 51% corn, though, so that's why it's called a whiskey. Yeah, the guys, we got Juno in the chat right now, so if you guys want to go check his YouTube channel out, click on that too. Give him a subscribe, like and comment on his videos. Got Jeff in the house. What's going on, Jeff? I'm sure you're still at work, or if you aren't at work, you just got home or on your way home. Smells pretty nice. I don't really get like a rice note to it though. Jeff said he's prepping all the food. Speaking of all the food, guys, after the live stream, you guys want to hang out in Discord. The Discord link's in the description too. I have the menu for the Rack House. So if you guys plan on coming out to see Jeff, I can show you the menu on what they have and the pricings on what they have. Getting a little bit of a vanilla note to it, but nothing too crazy on the nose. We'll try it on the palate though. If you didn't tell me that this was made from rice, I don't think I would have guessed that. Like it does have this weird, like salty note to it. John, I think you'd get kicked out if you went to the Rack House and you just ordered a 5-piece chicken tendy meal with barbecue sauce. Apple cinnamon oatmeal, give me a discount. Hey, Mr. Lopez is ready for a pour. I think everybody needs a pour. Yesterday was a long day at work, so I'm glad that we're going live now and we're able to just relax and hang out with you guys. Yeah, Tater Dom's got the idea. Got the rice. It has this very unique note that's almost salty. It's in like the middle of the palate. It almost gives it a burn. See if they have grilled cheese. Well, I guess I could just pull the menu up and then present it. Let's see if I can do that. Let me get my email pulled up because he emailed it to me. Get the PDF loaded up. I can download the PDF. There we go. Let's download it. Then we can open it up this way. Perfect. How do I full screen this now? That is the question. Present. There we go. Can I zoom in on it? No, we can't zoom in on it. So we don't want to do it that way. Then we want to be able to zoom in. We'll go this route. All right, let's present the menu so we can start looking at what we want to order whenever we go up there, guys. Let's see, share screen. Let's share the Rack House menu. All right, so this is the start of their menu. So we'll go through their appetizers and see what you guys are going to want to order. I'm sure you guys will get really, really hungry. We got a buffalo chicken dip, $12. I'm not going to read the full descriptions. If you guys would like, though, you're more than welcome to. I'm going to kind of go through it slowly. Got a buffalo cauliflower. Sounds pretty good. 10 ounces of cauliflower. Buffalo sauced up. Mozzarella cheese bites. I feel like that's right up John's alley right there if you want some cheese. Some Pancho's sweet tots. Looks like a sweet potato tots with queso. Looks pretty good, actually. You can add brisket, pork, or chicken to it as well. Moving on to starters, we got the Down South quesadilla. Looks like a pretty loaded quesadilla. We got the skillet mac and cheese. That I feel like that's another thing up John's alley. So it looks like we can add bacon, brisket, pulled pork, or chicken to the mac and cheese as well. Stuffed shrimp avocado. Flash fried shrimp on it. Like that. We got the nacho plate. Rack House nachos. You can add brisket, pork, chicken, or steak to those nachos as well. Pretty good price too. I mean, $8 for nachos, and you're looking at all the toppings that they add on that. Looks pretty solid. And then for the markup for the meats to add on, pretty solid. Fried pickles and jalapeno basket. I'm a huge fan of fried pickles and fried jalapenos, and I don't have to order two separate orders now. I can just order one, and we get half and half. Amy's Bean Dip, served with chips, chips and salsa, chips and queso. Moving on to the burgers, Rack House or Oklahoma style burgers. So, if you guys are wondering why are we getting an Oklahoma burger in Texas, you got to remember we're like far north Texas, so like we're not that far away from Oklahoma. So we got blackened Rack House burger, we got a Rack House cheeseburger, Rack House turkey burger. We can build our own burger. That excites me. Half pound burger patty on a brioche bun. And then we can add cheese. We got American Swiss pepper jack, cheddar provolone, blue cheese crumble. We can add meats to it, new extra patty, brisket, pulled pork, sliced ham, sliced turkey, applewood bacon. Got all the trimmings for the extras. Even add a fried egg to it. That's pretty cool. We got a prohibition styled Philly. Hey, live from the patio. What is up, sir? Right now, we are drinking some JT Meleck because this is my first impressions on this. Is a fresh crack. I'm trying to get some tasting notes for you guys, but honestly, it just tastes like whiskey that has like a little bit of a salty note to it, maybe from the rice instead of using corn. So not bad, not necessarily super desirable, but very unique. And I like unique stuff. So definitely, we'll probably be looking for. They have single barrels of this and even cask strength versions of this. But right now, we're going through the Rack House, so this is going to be Jeff's business up there in the north side of Texas in the Colony area. So we're just looking at what we might want to order whenever we go visit them. We got a grilled cheese, guys. A Bevo grilled cheese or Bevo comes with spicy barbecue sauce and served with fries. Black Forest jam. I think that was supposed to be ham. Nope, blackberry jam. It says jam. There's blackberry jam on a grilled cheese. That'll be something unique. Wisconsin grilled cheese. Cubano. Moving on, we've got the Field of Greens. We got a blackened rack house salad, looks like. Cobb salad, a strawberry field salad, tuna salad, a Hail Caesar salad. We can add protein, so we can add salmon, chicken, shrimp, or steak to those. We got a soup of the day. We got cups and bowls, venison chili, jumbo wings. So we can choose between 10 or 20 wings. Toss in your choice of sauces served with blue cheese dressing or ranch dressing and celery stick. Honestly, pretty good price too. Boneless wings. So if you guys want some chicken nuggets, we can do a 8 count of them or 12. I like boneless wings too, guys. I had to call them chicken nuggets. I'm sorry. Here's our sauces. We got buffalo, spicy garlic parmesan, spicy sweet barbecue, dry rub Nashville, lemon pepper, Cajun, and plain and dry. All entrees come with 2 sides, so we're looking at the main course menus now. Got chicken fried steak or chicken fried chicken. I'm a huge fan of chicken fried chicken over chicken fried steak, but that's my take on that. Poncho's smothered chicken breast, Jameson's Irish uh, Gaelic chicken. Is it supposed to be garlic? Did they misspell it? Did I find the typo, Jeff? Is it supposed to say garlic right there? I feel like it's supposed to say garlic. Chicken basket, 6 ounce chicken tenders. This is right up John's alley. We can get chicken tenders. 6 ounces of chicken tenders on a bed of fries. Jeff said yes, so it looks like I may have found the freaking first typo. Baked stuffed shrimp, 8 ounce filet mignon, cocktail sauce with tenders. I think that's mainly for the fries. I would be dipping my fries in that. I don't know if that's necessarily for the tenders, but hey, cocktail sauce with chicken tenders. Don't knock it till you try it. Give us a big old prime tenderloin, 11 ounce sirloin, 12-ounce ribeye, Whiskey Rebellion pot roast, and a meatloaf. Never ordered a meatloaf from a restaurant. I just feel like that'd be something weird to order, but I'm sure it'll sell pretty nicely. Yeah, everything is made in house. Jeff's saying. So this is like a scratch kitchen, guys. It's not. They're not just heating up some frozen food in the microwave to where half your food's warm, half of it's cold, and it's still frozen in the middle. That's not going to happen here. Flatbread pizza your way, so we can do our own flatbread pizza made from scratch and to order. We can top it, add meats, vegetables, pastas your way. Okay, we can do some custom pastas. All right, here's our sides, guys. So we got fresh cut fries, sweet potato tots, mac and cheese, garlic mashed potatoes, mixed veggies, corn coblet, vegetable rice, saute onions and mushrooms, side salad, and side Caesar. We got desserts, guys. We got Buffalo Trace bread pudding, very interesting. Chocolate chip pizookie, old fashioned carrot cake. One of my favorite, cheesecake and sloppy sundae. And that is their menu. I'll have to ask Jeff if he can send us the drink menu next. So we can find out what our next pour is going to be when we get done sipping on this JT Meleck. Pretty cool, though. Pretty cool. Can I get a sticker with that pudding? Jeff said he's going to send the drink menu so we can look at the drink menu too and critique what we want to drink. So I'm not a scientist at all on this JT Meleck on whether I would recommend it or not. I feel like I'm getting a salt taste to it though. It's very, very salty. It's not bad. It's different. I've never had anything like it. I mean, I think maybe corn is just sweeter and easier to make. Different corns, blue corn, red corn, yellow corn, whatever corn they choose to use to make the stuff. Rice just gives it a different profile. So we got Victor from the Whiskey Panda in chat. Still got Jeff in here. We got John. Carl still here. Mr. Lopez still hanging out. Life from the Patio said cheers earlier. Trying to keep up with chat, guys. So, how are you guys doing? I mean, it's. I know it's a weekday for you guys. It's a Monday. It's technically my first day off, so I've got 3 days off consecutively. So we're just enjoying ourselves doing a live. Tomorrow got plans. We won't be doing a live tomorrow, but I've got Tyler's coming over, and we're going to be working on a new project. The new project will be a March Madness themed. We're going to try to record the first bracket of blinds, and the brackets will be bottled in bond series. So we're going to have 16 different bottles of bottled in bond whiskey. We're trying to be methodical about it on what we pair up together. We're not going to spoil everything, but like E.H. Taylor Small Batch and E.H. Taylor Single Barrel are both bottled in bonds. We're not going to put those head to head against each other, but we also don't want to put, like a Redwood Empire Grizzly Beast, which is also bottled in bond. That's like a $90 bottle against Evan Williams bottled in bond for that first bracket, because that just doesn't make sense to do. We're not trying to just, destroy a freaking bracket on the very first wave just because we put the best of the best against maybe some of the cheaper options. We'll try to keep price point in mind as we pair them, at least for the first bracket. But like obviously, if Evan Williams takes it for $16.99 a bottle and it takes over a $30 or $40 bottle, so be it. So Jeff said he was going to send an email with the drink list, so I'll be looking for that. Whenever that comes through, we're going to pull that up so we can show you guys what they have at the Rack House for a drink menu, because they got some crazy allocated bottles in. So we're going to finish this glass of JT Meleck, and then we got to pour something up. So what do you guys want to see? What do you want to see me drink next? We got the cabinet. We got the allocated stuff up top. The only thing that's off limits right now is the Garrison Brothers Cowboy Bourbon, because we're waiting to open that up on my birthday. We fresh cracked a Willet Weeded 8 year the other night. We fresh cracked a Midwinter's Night Dram, a Stag, the Boondocks 18. We opened almost as soon as we got it. We got a Penelope Rio that I opened up on Discord, but I haven't been drinking on live. That's kind of like a finish the night off, a very sweet dessert pour. We got Booker's Mighty Fine Batch, uh, Redwood Empire Devil's Tower Grizzly Beast, Woodford Reserve Sonoma Triple Finish Blanton's Gold. We got a bunch of stuff in the cabinet: Bomber's, Weller Foolproof, Larceny A124. What else we got? Russell's Private Barrel Picks, James E. Pepper Decanter Series, bunch of old Forester offerings. We got the 90 proof and 100 proof single barrels. You want me to drink the Woodford next? Actually, we were drinking that earlier. It's pretty good. I have a friend that's a big fan of Woodford, so the Sonoma Triple Finishes from the Master Collection. It's finished in wine cast and brandy barrels, and man, is it sweet and delicious. Well, I don't think Tyler's had this before. So when he comes over, I'll probably send him home with a sample of this for sure. I don't think I'll be going to this too often. I think this will be pretty good in a cocktail. I think it's going to need to be mixed with water to help dilute it down because this is a little salty. Victor, you've had JT Meleck. I mean, you were one of the first people that even talked to me about it and let me try some of it, I believe, when we were hanging out or we were going to. I don't think we brought this bottle. Do you get like a salty note to it? Like it tastes salty. Not that that's bad. It wasn't expected. We're gonna go turn the fan on, and we're gonna go grab the Woodford from up top. Oh. So we got a bottle of the Woodford Master Collection Sonoma Triple Finish, if that'll focus. This was from last year. I believe they're doing another Sonoma Triple Finish this year too, from what I saw on the website. It's finished in wine and brandy barrels. It's 90.4 proof, so it's pretty low proof, and this is the series number 19. See, we get a good cork pop for you guys. Nice, deep, low ringing cork pop. Pretty cool bottle. I don't know if you guys have seen these Woodford Master Collections. They're like kind of squarish bottles, but they're also rounds. It's kind of hard to explain, but short little fat stumpy bottle. Very dark in color, even for the light proof. Pretty hefty pour of this. We are drinking this earlier today. It's pretty good. That's a pretty bottle. Looks very whackable. Yeah, Victor said it's a hammer. Victor was saying that the cast strength is amazing, that JT Meleck. So I don't know if and when we're going to get that. I think Louisiana, they're just now started distributing it. I know that the vodka is in, and I think the gin is in from them. But the whiskey's just taken forever to get here to Texas. So I was happy to even get this one because, like I said, Juno's liquor store is the one who was carrying this bottle. I don't even think my Total Wine or Specs carries it yet. So. Very sweet nose to it. I get some of that brandy finish, that brandy smell, like what actual brandy tastes like and smells like. I get that on the nose, and I get like a nice like plum note to it, almost a grape note too, probably from the wine finish. It's a pretty balanced note though. It's not overly wine smelling, and it's not overly brandy smelling on the nose, but it's very sweet, very pleasant. Get a little book that's around the neck of the bottle. Let's see what that says. Oh, it tells us what we're supposed to be tasting. Um, Vine and red fruit warmed with rich vanilla bean and oak notes. Long oak and red grape finish. It definitely has oak on it. Like, I mean, it's still whiskey, and it's been in several different barrels. But the oak note, even though it's there, very woody, it still has a lot of sweet notes going on with it from the finish. So I don't know if I would say vanilla bean, but they do. Very delicious. Very easy to drink. Very smooth. We got some other stuff too. We picked up some citrus twist today, some lemon lime soda. And we got some lemonade in a glass so we can start mixing some stuff up. John wants to know if it's FOMO worthy. Honestly, the Woodford Master Collection, I should be able to just go buy another bottle of the Sonoma Triple Finish at most of the stores I go to. It sits on a shelf. Master Collection series on this price point is around 150, 160. They're not selling too quickly at that price. I think it's good. I just don't think it's worth 160. I think if it was around $100 bill or 120, that's kind of the sweet spot for that ball. I think 160 is just a little on the high side for it. But does it taste like apples? Well, not really. No. It kind of has an apple note to it, but I would mistake the apple note for like a brandy note or like the dried plum fruits from the wine barrel finish. Checking my email again. Gotta wait for Jeff to send us an email with the drink menu so we can showcase what we're going to be looking at for pours from the Rack House. I do know one bottle they have that I'll be interested in trying, and that will be a Blanton's straight from the barrel. I've never been able to get one. I've only seen one bottle of Blanton straight from the barrel. It was at MSRP. It was a raffle system through Juno's liquor store. But unfortunately, we weren't picked first, and that was the first bottle to go. So we did not get it. But it was just really cool to see one and that it was at a reasonable price. Because if I see straight from the barrel in these mom and pop stores, which I struggle to call them stores, they're museums. The museum stores sell it for $500, and then secondary markets like $250 to $350. 350 is kind of like the high end, 250 is the low end, depending on the batch and the proof. But I want to try it. I don't necessarily know if I want to spend that kind of money on it straight from the barrel. Can't show allocations. That's in store only. I mean, that's fine. Even just your regular offerings to see what you have. That's fine. Obviously, I know some of the allocations that you guys have, but like, I'm not going to spill the beans on that. But I think people would be willing just to see what like the regular offerings are too. Torup's talking about Bitcoin saying 72,000. It might hit 100K, guys. It might hit 100K, but I will not be on that ship, whether it's going up or crashing back down. That one I'm staying clear of, guys. Four single barrels coming to Texas cash strength. Okay, Belmont, Texas, Longhorn Liquors barrel pick in Dallas area and Houston. Perfect, Miles. That is good information to know because Longhorn Liquors or Cheers Liquor, which is also Longhorn Liquor, is up in the northwest side of the Fort Worth area. In fact, my best video, long form video of me going bourbon hunting, was from the Cheers over on Boat Club Road, which is Longhorn Liquors. So that one, and there's another store, they're partnered stores, so it's owned by the same person. That's probably who will be getting them. I know right now they have a Buffalo Trace store pick, so I'll be excited when they get the cash strength version coming in. So four single barrels coming in the Texas cash strength. I'll have to pick up at least the cash strength version for sure. Single barrel we might pass on. We'll see, but definitely gonna be looking at that one. It's going up forever. I would love to see it continue to go up. Value saved, not saved in Bitcoin. Die a slow death. Cheers, Adam. We're on live, man. If you want to come on, I know you get shy a little sometimes on the camera, especially on these live streams. I want to see you come out and hang out, man. We're just drinking stuff now. We did a review of JT Meleck. It's my first impressions of it. I picked it up literally today, like at 5 p.m. and it's 8 p.m. and we've already tried it and we're already moving on. Um, it was good. It didn't tell me that it was a rice whiskey on the nose. When I tried it, it was definitely very different or unique. It kind of had a salty note to it. Nothing too crazy other than that. As far as flavor profile, I wouldn't say it's the most desirable one, but it wasn't bad. It was unique and different. So I think it would be fantastic for cocktails because I think it's going to take some water or something to help dilute that salt taste that I got off of it a little bit down. So JTS Brown time. We're currently drinking some Woodford Sonoma Triple Finish. You have a bottle coming soon. Very cool. Very cool. What bottle are you getting? Are you just getting the regular JT Melick offering, or are you getting one of the single barrels or one of the cask strength ones? Because it just now started coming to Texas, and it looks like it's just the regular offering right now. Miles was telling me that they have 4 single barrels and a cask strength version coming to the Dallas area, so I will be able to get that because I know where that store is. Just the regular JT. Okay. What was the price that you paid on it? Because normally I try to compare prices to different areas and location. I don't think the price I paid was too outrageous or anything like that. Especially because like Total Wine and Specs, from my understanding, they don't carry it. So I was lucky enough that I have a small mom and pop store. Their information's in the description. Juno's liquor store. I was talking to the owner Steven, and he was able to help me get a bottle of that because they weren't going to offer or sell it in their store, and I can see why now after tasting it. Where that's kind of a steep bottle to go in on, and for it maybe to just sit there and not sell. So I'm still happy that I got it. I was definitely happy that I had the opportunity to even try it in the first place. So yeah, you got to hold till the moon, guys. Tell Torp to hold. He's been holding for the Bitcoin. We got to tell him to hold. Keep holding. Hey, Michael Bortner's in the chat. What's going on, sir? Also, update. I think it's over there. I'm gonna have to grab it and slide it over here. Oh. We are still trying to get some information on this. I have someone that's local to the San Antonio area, so going to ask him to figure out what the deal is. But we have some Rebecca Creek double barrel Spanish oak. We have 6 bottles of this. I bought a case the other day, and I have 4 more bottles coming. So if you're not a part of the Discord, check out the Discord, and we're going to be working on trying to get you guys some of these bottles. Dave Vogelsang's in the chat. I know you're not on Discord anymore, sir. I did send you my phone number in the last email I sent you. You can either email me or text me. And I know you're a big fan of this Rebecca Creek double barrel Spanish oak. We've got 3 different proof points. So we have a 123.2. I've got a 124.1. And then I'll have to double check because I don't currently have the bottles, but they will be delivered tomorrow. They are 123.8. So we're going to have 3 different proof points on those Rebecca Creek double barrel Spanish oaks as of right now. Specs made it sound like they're not going to be carrying it anymore, that it's discontinued. I don't know if that means that they're discontinuing at the distillery, but if they're not getting rid of it at the distillery, going to have to take other means to get these bottles. Right now, I'm buying out all of Specs. So I went to a Specs. They had 7 bottles. I bought 6, and one of the guys that I go hunting with, I had him pick up the 7th bottle. Otherwise, I would have went home with that. But we're going to be trying to get as many of these as possible and help you guys get these, especially if you're outside of Texas, because I understand that this is a whiskey that is very hard to get outside of Texas, for one, and 2, it's very good for what it is. Hashtag Texas Stag, as Victor calls it. What you spend it on has to be worth it, which ain't made in China stuff. Yeah, the Chinese crap falls apart pretty quickly. Yeah, Adam, if you don't have a Rebecca's Creek coming, man, we got some stuff lined up now. We'll help give you priority on one of those. Saying cheers to everybody. Michael Borner says, I see you have a HT21090 pick coming. Ordered one myself. Very cool. Very, very cool. Dave acknowledging me saying, hey, you can text me or email me. We'll make sure you get straight with the Rebecca Creek double barrel Spanish oak. I was going to have people send funds up front, but we just started buying them now because we don't want to miss out on getting these bottles. Hey, Captain Obama's in the house. What is going on, sir? We are currently just chilling. We were drinking some JT Meleck for review. Now we're drinking some Woodford Sonoma triple finish. Got our little lemonade. I do have your email. Yes, I need to get in touch with you. I'm pretty sure I'd promised you a few things that I need to uphold. I didn't take note of it, so I forgot everything. So don't lie to me. But pretty sure I owe you some samples, and we're gonna work out some bottles. Enjoying the E.H. Taylor single barrel tonight. Yeah, I wonder who got that to you. um, is it your birthday yet? Is tonight your birthday, or I know your birthday's coming up, or did it just pass? I hope I didn't miss it. I know you got some cooler stuff other than E.H. Taylor single barrel coming to you, so I'm excited for you to be able to celebrate, man. But E.H. Taylor single barrel. Oh, it's tonight. Okay, it is tonight. So happy birthday to Captain Obama in the chat, guys. Um, I helped him get a bottle of E.H. Taylor single barrel because he wanted to celebrate his birthday. So if you guys want to drop a happy birthday to Captain Obama and celebrate his birthday with him, we'll pour up something crazy for us for him after we get done with this Woodford Sonoma triple finish to say happy birthday as well. We'll probably make it dealer's choice. So I'll put a couple options up for Captain Obama to pick, and I'll drink something with him for his birthday. Yeah, wish him a happy birthday, guys. I mean, we never know how many years we have. Our days are always numbered, guys. So even though some people they don't celebrate their birthday with a party, at least celebrate it with yourself or your family, spouse, kids. Enjoy the time you have, guys. Enjoy the time you have. You never know how much you have left. So just something to keep in mind. Not trying to be negative about it, but celebrate what you do have. Very delicious pour. This Woodford Sonoma triple finish is just super easy to drink. I feel like I'm still getting the salt taste note though from the JT Melick, so I probably need to get a new Glen. You got clean lens. I'm just lazy. I have to go grab one, but we'll let Justin pick what I drink next. So we'll go with the crazy allocated shelf. I mean, I've got a Boondocks 18, a Willet Weeded 8 year. That's the black bottle, purple top. We got a Thomas H. Handy, a Midwinter's Night Dram, Stag 23A. We got a Booker's Mighty Fine. We got a Penelope Rio, Redwood Empire Grizzly Beast, Redwood Empire Devil's Tower, and a Blanton's Gold. So we got 10 options. Any of those 10 options you want to see us drink, or myself, I say us, it's just me. You want to see me drink next as a celebratory pour for your birthday, just drop it in the comments and I'll pour that up next. Fancy tequila, yeah, fancy tequila. We're not drinking Fortaleza on stream. We're not trying to get drunk. So all of those bottles that I named are all open. I have tried every single one of them. The fancy allocated bottles that are on the shelf now. We did a bunch of fresh cracks recently when we were hanging out in Discord. I don't want to have a $300 bottle on my shelf that's not open anymore. If it's something that I want, I'm going to open it pretty much immediately. With the exception of my birthday pour for my birthday will be a Garrison Brothers Cowboy Bourbon. That's the only other bottle that's up there on the shelf that I didn't mention because that will be my celebratory pour. It's the 2023 version, and it's 140.9 proof, which is also my very first hazmat bourbon that I purchased. You want to see Midwinter's Night Dram? I did just crack that like literally 2 nights ago, so I will pour that up next, sir. I'm a huge fan of Midwinter's Night Dram. It's just under 100 proof. It's a very good blend, and this one is Act 11 Scene 3, I believe. I think the other one I had was Act 11 Scene 6. Tater Dom wishing Captain Obama a happy birthday. Jealous of the single barrels, guys. I got 3 H. Taylor single barrels in like 1 week and didn't even keep a bottle for myself. Sonoma triple finish, man. It's got that like bitterness from the wine, but the brandy barrel helps smooth that out. So very unique profile. Yeah, absolutely. Everybody wants to say happy birthday to somebody on their birthday, especially if we know about it. Some people don't say anything, and it's like a week later, and we're like, wait a second, didn't you just have a birthday? Torp wants to know if Tater Dom's a sexy dude or an ugly lady. That's so mean. Based off the picture. Hey, we were celebrating Adam's birthday not that long ago either. We're trying to celebrate a bunch of people's birthday. We had Wade from Bourbon Hall. He had a birthday. We had Doc Martinez from Old Fashioned Ways. He had a birthday. Why not both? I have motion at my front door. Let's see if there's some cats out there. If it'll load. Don't see anything on the camera. Got that ring. It keeps making noise. All right, we're going to finish this off and we're going to move off of this Glen. We're going to grab a new Glen because I think it's got some of that JT Meleck taste still on it. Set this off to the side. All right, we have our Whiskey Panda glass. We're going to put this up. And we're going to grab the Midwinter's Night Dram. All right, so we got Act 11, Scene 3 of A Midwinter's Night Dram by the High West Distillery. My first bottle of this, I paid about $200 before taxes for it. This one we got for $169.99 at Total Wine, so still pretty high. A couple of years ago, they were only like $90, but at $160, man, they still sell out. But it's a tough buy because after taxes, you're talking about $180, $190. But man, that's a good bottle. So if you ever see one of these, even at some of these museums, see if they'll do $200 cash for one. I think it's worth it. So this one is a blend of straight rye whiskeys finished in port barrels, which I'm not really a fan of port finished whiskeys, but this one's pretty damn good. Thought there was some more notes on this. Yeah, it talks about some of the notes on the back end. So some of the notes that it describes is vanilla, caramel, cinnamon. The port barrels give it the plum, dried fruit, and spice. Like a proper holiday plum pudding. Mulling spices, dried fruits, and some kind of cream and glaze. Sip it slowly through the coldest nights. It'll definitely warm you up. It's got some very spicy notes to it. Passenger airplanes, failing wheels, falling off. 5 big issues past 7 days. Oh, you think I would have some information on this because I work at an airport? But like honestly, it hasn't even been really talked about. And I've been at work the last 4 days, so it was never brought up to my attention. But I'm sure that it's definitely pretty scary because not having landing gear sucks. The nose on this is just so great. I'm probably in the doghouse with Jeff because I gave him a sample of this and he let his wife try it, and then he had to go out of his way to get a bottle of this for his wife. But I'm glad we found someone who really enjoys Midwinter's Night Dram other than myself because I think this is a fantastic pour. Hey, Carlos from the Whiskey Corner is in the house as well. What is going on, sir? And it's pretty crazy how they don't even talk about it, and I'm working in an airport. The nose on the Midwinter's Night Dram is just so pleasant. I could sit here and sniff this all night long, and it's got a pretty good like amberish red color. It's pretty good. Nice viscosity. I don't know if it'll pick it up on camera, but it's coating the glass kind of nicely. You got that high ring around the top, all the way up by the panda ears. Always secrets. I mean, maybe or maybe I just don't pay attention all the time. Got the text from the wife. Let's see what she says. Oh, we were working on Eli's YouTube account, fixing it up because he has his own little kids one, so he can watch videos. Let's drink some Midwinter's Night Dram in celebration of Captain Obama's birthday. So, if you guys haven't already, make sure you say happy birthday to Captain Obama. Cheers, brother. Way different profile than E.H. Taylor single barrel, but man, is it a celebratory pour. Like I said, we fresh cracked this the other night because we're going to start opening our expensive bottles. We only have one left that's not opened. I got maybe 2 bottles or 3 bottles in the cabinet that aren't opened, but we have backups of those. Anything that's worth opening has basically been opened. So I know a lot of people they talk about like, oh, you have all this whiskey, but it's all just sitting on the shelf and it's never been opened. Like, when are you going to open it? I'm like, right now. You want me to crack this? Like, let's do it. So that Willet Weeded 8 year, that black bottle with the purple top, that's a pretty fun one to crack because I don't see those here. The Stag 23A that I fresh cracked the other night, that was another one I was super excited about. So that's actually my very first bottle of Stag that I paid MSRP for. I bought it at Specs, so I was super happy. I didn't have to buy a bundle or nothing. I did wait in line for it, but I got there early enough. I was number 3 in line. They had 6 bottles, so we were feeling great that day. It was an awesome day. We wish we could have got more bottles while we were there. They limit it to 1 bottle per person that are allocated, so you can't buy multiple bottles. Like, not multiple of the same, but like they also had Weller 12 and Blanton's. Like, I would have bought one of each if I could have. Yeah, the High West glass, the way they do it, it's got like this like beady texture to it. It's not very good on camera. You can't really see it and really enjoy it, but it's got like these little air pockets in the glass, and then the glass is like kind of wavy and textured. It's very very cool, very high class. Park City, Utah is where the High West distillery is. Is there any other offerings that you guys have tried that's like high end bottles from High West that you enjoy? Like, has anyone had Prisoner's Share? I've been looking for Prisoner's Share. I'm trying to think. There's another offering out there that I was looking at too, but the Prisoner Share is the first one that comes to mind. Where I was trying to get a bottle of that to try. Oh, the other one I'm looking for, Yippee Ki Yay. If I can find a bottle of Yippee Ki Yay, I would definitely be paying a bit of a finder's fee and we'll mark up on that bottle. That would be a cool one to see as well. Other than that, I think I'm going to stick to the Midwinter's Night Dram. If I can get the Prisoner's Share and the Yippee Ki Yay, I think those would be the 3 offerings I'd be happy about. Oh, that's not High West. Screaming Titan. That's the Redwood Empire series. I've been waiting for one of those. I think it's Redwood Empire. Haven't seen it. I'm not sure when it's dropping though. Yeah, Redwood Empire. Okay, cool, cool, cool. 300 bills. Ooh, well, I will check secondary because Definitely been looking for it. Dave said he found a prisoner share and he traded it. So, I mean, I don't blame him for trading it. I would have traded it too. Let's see. Let's look for prisoner share because I am curious if that is a good price or not. Someone is selling one for 290 locally. Got another one that someone's selling for 300. Yeah, it looks like it's $300. That's about secondary then for the prisoner share. This guy's trying to trade. He didn't want to sell. Here's another guy selling 290, $300 for 2023 prisoner share. Would definitely be interested in finding one. I don't know if I want to pay 300. We might though. We might. I do want that one. I do also want that Yippee Ki Campfire is meh. No, campfire is bad. And hopefully Jeff isn't listening anymore because Jeff will tell me otherwise. But the high west campfire literally tastes like you took a bottle of whiskey and you siphoned it through a wet ashtray, and it even has like a little bit of a band aid note for it too. It's not good at all. High West Burai. Yeah, I've heard of the Burai. I think that's the one with the Jackrabbit on it. I think I can actually get that bottle for a fairly reasonable price, but I haven't tried it, so I'm not sure if that's one of the offerings that I want to get. I know it's one of those that sells out though, so I'll probably have to get on secondary. But that might be one that I go for too, because some of these bourbon rye blends are pretty good. Paid 199 for prisoner share. Yeah, I mean that's a solid price. If that's what they consider MSRP, I can see $300. That's not terrible for a markup. Then if it's 199 normally, 300 is not too crazy. 290 is not even that crazy either. John says 300. That's 15, 17, 38 euro edition bottles. Adam says he likes campfire, but we also got to remember he has a trash palate because he likes scotch. No, I like scotch too, but I don't like the peatedness. It's very smoky, and I can't get behind it. I don't like it. So for me, it's it's not it. It's not it. Campfire's just nope, 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 nope. Campfire at $35 to $40 would be fine. Yeah, I actually, you know what? If I had to buy something that was peated and smoky for what it is, 35 to 40 would be a price tag I would pay for it. But that's not realistic, and I'm not paying the price they want for it. I like campfire as well, but I like peated scotch too, so almost the same taste. Yeah, if you like a peated scotch, the campfire makes sense. Like I'm not going to sit here and bash it and say it's a bad bottle. It's just off profile from what I want. Like it's very peated, it's very smoky, and I just don't like that note. For me, it's a pass. Midwinter's Night Dram though, holy crap, is this bottle delicious? I've had the opportunities to try some crazy samples from you guys, and this is one that I've just heard things about, and I just had to buy it for myself. So my first tasting of it was my first bottle of it. But some of these offerings, like the Willet 8-year weeded, that was a Dave Vogelsang sample. As soon as I had that sample, I'm like, I have to get a bottle. So I went out of my way. I got a bottle. We had it sealed for a long time, but it's open now. So being able to drink that is just awesome. Stag, we've had several different Stag samples, but Stag, we always buy Stag. The Penelope Rio, we actually have another bottle of that coming tomorrow from Tyler. I have to pay for it, obviously, but he was able to pick up a bunch of bottles of that. I was only able to pick up one, and I was happy with it. But the Rio is a little too sweet. I don't know if you guys have had Penelope Rio. Talk about dessert pour, honey bun tasting notes. The honey and the little bit of amber on it. It's not really spicy with the cinnamon, though. It's just very sweet. It's almost too sweet. I think I might try some blends where we do the Penelope Rio and we blend it with another whiskey. Oh no! Once a month to keep the goons away. I think that'll keep everything away. No, no, sir. I saw a place with three different High West cast finishes. Tempted to go scoop them up. I don't know, man. Like I know that those are like the dark gray labels, John. But like for me, like expensive taste is kind of what I've been going for lately. And I know I got to be chill about it. I got to find some everyday drinkers, but I don't know if I want to buy those. They have some black labels and they have some like dark gray labels. Those might be some of that I buy. They have like a double rye. I don't know if you guys have had the double rye, if that's worth getting, but we'll see. Have a bottle of the Cabernet finish and wasn't bad. Okay, well, I mean, if it wasn't bad, was it good though? That's the question. Because if it was good, then we might need to go buy one. I think it'd be cool to have a Yippee Ki though. I mean, I'm in Texas and I have a cowboy hat and I have a Texas flag behind me, so why not have a Yippee Ki on the shelf? Well, what is everyone drinking? We know it's Captain Obama's birthday, and he is enjoying a pour of E.H. Taylor Single Barrel. What is everyone else drinking? Because we're going to get close to finishing off a pour of this, and I would like to drink something else. It doesn't have to be anything super allocated like on the fancy shelves, but we can go grab something from the cabinet. In fact, we have samples from some of you guys. Maybe we do some samples from some subscribers on the live. We still have some Dave Vocal saying samples that we haven't opened. So once we get through those, then we can reach out to Dave and say, "Hey, we're ready for our next round." Because he's always ready to send stuff. That man, they got so freaking generous, and I'm like, I don't have room for all these samples, and I haven't even opened the ones that he's given me. I've opened a lot of them recently, um, but it's one of those things where it's like I'm trying to keep up, especially because other people have been sending samples. So I've had some very unique opportunities to try stuff that I would have never been able to find before. And thanks to you guys, I have some fear of missing out on some of these bottles. So when I do try a sample, I'm like, how much for a bottle? How do I get one of these bottles? Ooh, unpopular opinion. Old Elk is better than High West overall. I mean, maybe if you're just talking about overall, like as far as their entire offerings, but as far as like allocated limited releases, like High West has some pretty big home run hitters. Okay, Tyler's saying that it's good. He'll bring a sample of the Cask Collection Chardonnay. Okay, so if he's got a sample, I'd be interested to try for sure to see if I like it. I'm not a huge fan of the wine finish stuff, but that doesn't mean I'm not willing to try it. Just anything wine, just I get like a bitter grape note on a lot of these, and I'm not sure about it. Apparently, one of the stores I went to yesterday has a Yippee Ki in stock online for $100. Buy, John. Send me Venmo, and I will send you funds if you can get a bottle of it, and I will pay you for your time, finder's fee, everything. We'll make something happen, John. I need that bottle. That tequila sip on between whiskey isn't bad for you. No ghost, we promise. Ooh. Jesus said, "Take that back," because he said $300. He said 400 bills, so $400 for High West prisoner share on the website he uses. Yeah, no, Jesus, we will not be paying $400. I can get that for 290 on secondary. I think I'll pay that before I do the 400. Some older Goose Island Bourbon County stouts for me. Oh my goodness, Dave, you are a freaking legend. So that Black Tuesday that I picked up from the Total Wine Lottery, my dad killed that entire bottle. I had like two small pours of it, but the rest of it my dad was responsible for. Um, Very disappointed in the Eagle Rare barrel finished Goose Island Stout beer. I expected very good things of it, and it was the least favorite of the three because we also had the Weller 12 aged one, and the Weller 12 aged one honestly was pretty damn good. And in fact, for me, it was the best one. The Black Tuesday was second, and then the Eagle one was third. I let my dad pick the Black Tuesday as his favorite, obviously, because he drank the whole bottle. But those were very awesome. I do think that it's going to have to be me more than just me and my dad. We had three of those beers, and we didn't finish all of the Eagle Rare one or the Weller 12 one because they weren't our favorites. I drank a lot of that Weller 12 one, but the Goose Island Eagle Rare one, I didn't drink all of that one. So I felt really bad for wasting it, but the opportunity to drink that with my dad was freaking awesome. So if you have more coming, I'm definitely excited to do some more videos or live streams with my dad. And hopefully I can be smarter about it and invite at least a couple more people over to help us drink it because that was a lot of alcohol, and those are pretty high percentage. We're talking between about 15% on the low end, all the way up to about 20% for some of these beers. So we were feeling pretty good even on some beers. Also had a 1792 high rye online, not in store though. Didn't see it on the shelf when I was there. If you can get a 1792 high rye, we need to talk off stream, and I will do some crazy stuff for that bottle. The 1792 high rye is like an absolute unicorn. Like you do not see that. So if you can get one of those, that would be crazy, John. He has the Chardonnay finish, and he did not like that one. So the Chardonnay finish is the one that Tyler says he's going to bring me a sample of from the High West. So I'll be excited to try that to see if I follow Tyler's viewpoint on it, where he liked it, or if I follow Carlos's and maybe I don't like it. I don't care for Chardonnay, so I don't know if the Chardonnay finish will come through or not. Avoid all bourbon barrel aged tequilas. I've had several, and they are all worse than their separate parts. Yeah, so I was on the hype train to buy the Corazons, the ones that are like the Buffalo Trace products, barrel aged tequilas. They have them aged in like Pappy, Stag, like Weller, Eagle Rare, all of those barrels. Oh, Joel S. Stern. So Joel Stern's in the chat. Cheers, brother. But trying tequilas because I'm not really a tequila guy. I tried some. Hey, what's going on, AJ? I tried some of it the other day, and I was like, man, the tequilas are good, but I was like, what should I buy next? Because I don't have a lot of tequilas. And he told me to stay away from the barrel aged ones as well, because he said it's honestly a really cheap, crappy tequila that they try to just hype you up and get you to buy by barrel aging it in some fancy allocated bourbon barrels. Bob Santos is in the chat. What's going on, Bob? We're gonna be ending this live soon. We'll be moving over to Discord. So if you guys haven't already, check out the description. There's a Discord link. You can join the Discord. We'll be doing some video chat there, hanging out and having some conversations. Beach Sand Bourbon, everybody's showing up. Oh my goodness. Maybe we got to keep going live now because everyone's showing up. I know, guys, it's Monday, but I don't work today, so that's why I went live a little earlier than anticipated. But we had to go live, so I'm excited that you guys are here. Good to see you guys. But yeah, the tequilas. We had the Yayo, the Mijenta, and the Fortaleza. I have the Fortaleza still and the Yayo. The Mijenta, we finished that in one night. The two girls down the entire bottle. That was super smooth, super delicious. We didn't even know we were drinking tequila. It was so smooth. But the big thing is no additives. No additives in tequila whatsoever. No hangover the next day. That's what we've gathered. A lot of these tequilas, they have additives. The other issue is the whole barrel age stuff. It's a marketing scheme, is what it is. They're selling cheap ass tequila with a marketing scene behind it. So for me, it's a no. Old Fitz barrels. Oh, and one in birthday bourbon barrels. Oh my goodness. Old Forster birthday bourbon barrels. The Old Fitz barrels. It's funny you mentioned that, Dave. I saw someone post a picture the other day, and I thought of you, and I was like, damn, he's gonna send me one of these. So it's funny that you have that. The birthday bourbon barrels one, that's next level. I did not expect that one. So once again, you over deliver on that. That's crazy. Beach Sand Bourbon, Bob, AJ, Joel, all you guys join in chat right now. Josh, make sure you guys say happy birthday to Captain Obama if he's still here. It is his birthday, and his celebratory pour is an E.H. Taylor single barrel. If you like coffee, I'm not a huge coffee fan, but I would be willing to try it. As far as the anejo, I've been drinking a lot of the blancos because the clear tequilas, the blanco, the easier to drink ones, other than the reposado and the anejo, those are what the girls typically drink because most of the girls I hang out with, they are all Spanish. They're either from Mexico or Puerto Rico. I try to buy stuff they're going to drink because I'm not a tequila person. So why would I buy a bottle of tequila if it's not going to get drank? So I try to have some crazy bottles for the girls when they come over so they have something to drink while they're here. But we're drinking some Midwinter's Night Dram, so we're not talking about tequila anymore on that note, Tora. But the Fortaleza we do have should be enjoyable with anything else. Very minty, but we like whiskey. All right, so saying to Jeff that Beach Sand Bourbon, so Mike got his samples. Perfect. I love hearing that, guys. So, like, if you guys don't know how stressful it is to send something to anybody, no matter what it is. Essential oils, olive oils, beard oils. When you receive that, just the confirmation that you received it and everything made it in one piece, that's like putting me at ease. So if you've ever been sent something by me and you haven't told me that you received it, please do. Hey, we got Brian from Bourbon School in the house. What's going on, sir? We need to have a conversation. I need another bottled and bond Empire Rye from you. We're looking for that 1 foot cock. He's got it up there, and I don't have it up down here. So Buffalo, New York, the 1 foot cock. Man, that's a good rye whiskey. I like that one. Everybody's saying cheers in chat, trying to catch up on chat. You got any sleeper hits in your collection? If you only knew how much Dave has in his collection, you would be blown away, John. Everybody's saying happy birthday to Captain Obama and saying cheers to everybody else. We got Whiskey Bank in the house. What is going on, Whiskey Bank? How are you guys doing? Blue Label River Aged are his favorites. Talking about the BT Corazon bottle stale. Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Any of those freaking bottles that have Buffalo Trace, Eagle Rare, E.H. Taylor single barrel, small batch, whatever, barrel proof, Thomas H. Handy, George T. Stagg, barrel aged tequila. Yeah, they're freaking terrible tequila bottles. That is just a Sazerac product that you have to buy this Corazon's bottles to help also like Wheatley vodka, Fireball to help get allocated bottles for a store. So like that's fine. But these barrel aged ones, they're very gimmicky, and it's literally just a selling point to get you to spend money on a tequila that's not going to be any good. Everybody's saying cheers. Let's see. Drinking Rebel cash strength. So, speaking of Rebel, I'm glad you brought that up, Adam. Rebel Small Batch Reserve has recently come out. I believe it's 110 proof. I say recently come out. It's recently hit Texas. I took a picture of it the other day in specs. I passed on it because we bought a case of Rebecca Creek Double Barrel Spanish Oak. But I hear that Rebel, that small batch is pretty good. Small batch reserve. Cash strength is definitely good. I have had that one before, and the Rebel 100, which is like an everyday shelfer for like $14, $15. It's one of those that kind of sits there. It's not bottled in bond, but it's like an Evan Williams bottled in bond, where it's a very great bottle for the price, and it's hard to beat for the money. Dave thinks that seal box has some left, John. Might have to settle that FOMO. Yours is a store pick and it's 124, and it is great. I love high proof stuff. When you hit that, like, okay, so when I talk low proof, I think like 100 proof or less. When I think high proof, though, I think 120 proof and above, because then you start talking about full proof. It's full proof, so even as low as like maybe 114 can be considered full proof. And above that, that's what I consider like high proof. So 124, I consider that high proof. I love it. Hey, Beach Stand Bourbon wishing happy birthday to Captain Obama. Love to see it. Love to see it. It is in the car. John already has it in the car. Good call, Dave. You said it had it on Sealbach, and John's already ordering it. Love the Rebel 10. Yeah, Rebel 10, just super easy drinker, man. Anything Rebel, honestly. I've never had a bad pour from Rebel. I've had some more fancy and expensive tastes lately, so I haven't been buying some of the everyday shelfers like I probably should. Carlos going to be pouring up a pour for Josh. Cash shrink pick is a bit all day for me. Okay, Adam says 120 is his starting point. 130 is when he says high proof. Okay. I can see that. I think 125 is most full proofs. The reason why I said 114 is because like Weller full proof is 114 proof, but 125 proof is kind of where I start thinking high proof. I start below 120 proof typically. I'll start around that 100 proof. Sometimes I'll start below 100 proof, but Uh, we started this morning with 130.2 proof. We started with Stag 23A, so we had some early pours this morning before we even talked about going on camera this evening. Rebel Small Batch Reserve on your list? It's not on my list to buy. Like honestly, like I know I took a picture of it and I posted in the Discord, but it's definitely one that I've heard everyone talking about, and we didn't even have it in my area. So it just hit the specs that's on the outskirts of town, and it's at a pretty reasonable price. So I probably should pick it up. But yeah, that's the bottle that I probably should get just because of how much you guys have talked it up, especially for the price point. Like it's definitely a cheaper all day every day buy, and I can drink it and not feel bad about it. Like if I drank all of this like tonight, like one, that's a freaking 750. That's almost a full bottle. I would cry because that's like a $200 bottle. But like if I drink a Rebel in one night, I wouldn't cry as much at least. Bye, bye, bye. You like anything tasty, no matter the proof. Yeah, proof doesn't mean everything because I've drank some stuff that's like super high proof that drinks really low, and then I've drank some stuff that drink much higher than the proof it was actually set at. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. Somewhere in between, cocktail maybe, put it over ice. I don't know. I try to only buy the good stuff. We definitely aren't buying Willet pot still, though. Make just change your mind on proof. Lower entry proof is nice as well. Yeah, so some of the offerings, not just from Michter's, but from these other distilleries that are lower proof. I feel like 100 proof can be a very solid entry level proof point where you can get some crazy good stuff for a very great price. Ezra Brooks does a cash strength select 126 proof that's solid at $45. I have seen some of the Ezra Brooks stuff and I have considered buying, but I have actually never tried any Ezra Brooks. Beach Sand Bourbon over here doing the Lord's work, shouting out channels. That's Carlos from the Whiskey Corners YouTube channel. If you guys haven't already, click on that link, go subscribe to him. We got another link for Adam from Major Zero. You want to click on that link, go check him out. Got to stop buying anything for a while. Yeah, Joel, please don't buy any more, buddy. We don't want you to go bankrupt. Like we know you have some money. Keep what money you have left, brother. This man was able to get some crazy bottles. Spoiler alert: this man bought a Michter's 25-year at MSRP. After taxes in his area, it came out to $1,812. Holy shit. Congratulations on that bottle, man. I know you don't plan on keeping it and drinking it, but just the fact that you found that bottle and were able to capitalize and buy that bottle at MSRP is hands down probably the best purchase I will ever hear or see from anybody in all of the YouTube and Discord community for 2024. Joel S takes the freaking lead with a Maker's 25-year bourbon. 80 to 100 is great in cocktails. I like that 100 to 101 proof, like that sweet spot for cocktails, because at 100 to 101 proof, it stands out in the cocktail. At 80, sometimes the mixers kind of like wash it away. Hey, T's in the house. What is going on, girl? I saw your video was premiering when I went live. I'm so sorry. I hate doing that. Like, I try to not to step on anyone's feet, but there's so many people in the whiskey tube community. It's hard to like have a live stream or a video premiere that's not like overlapping with someone else's. There's so many great content creators out there, guys. Um, Whiskey Corner shouting out Beach Sand Bourbon, and Beach Sand Bourbon shouting out people too. He's shouting out Jeff. If you guys could plug T from Event Yours, her channel, plug her channel for me, guys. So if you guys haven't already, go check her out. They got some pretty cool stuff, and she has a lot of premieres already pre-scheduled. So you already know when her videos are coming out, which is why I have no excuse on why I did the live when I did it. She's saying, "What's up to chat?" Never tried Driftless Glen either. Driftless Glen's pretty good from what I hear. People have been buying those a lot recently. I think Tyler even bought a bottle of it. Maybe I can convince him to bring a sample out to me tomorrow when he comes over so I can at least try it on my own time, because we are fucking fully booked tomorrow. Tomorrow we are drinking a 16 different bottles of Bottled in Bond. So it'll be a very, very fun night tomorrow. Hopefully we can stay sober enough throughout the entire time. or to try to do a March Madness bracket of whiskey of bottled and bond series, and try to just record at least the first entry level brackets. So everybody's saying thanks, saying hey to T. There's the Jeff link right there for Drizzo Nation. Joel wins allocation season. Yeah, I mean, this man picks up a Pappy, which we didn't even mention the Pappy that he picked up, because like Pappy is already like super crazy to pick up. Like super crazy. Even if you pay secondary for it, it's still like that's like the iconic bottles. But the Michter's 25 is like it's like the next level. Like he just evolved. Like it's not even like a question of if it's the best. It is the best bottle of all time from everybody that I've seen for 2024 so far. And I think it'll take a lot to beat that. Got Beach Sam Bourbon's channel plugged by Carlos. If you guys haven't checked him out, go click on that link. Drop him a sub. Watching your Royal Caribbean videos the other day. Yeah, I've been watching those too, actually, Gunnar. I'm glad you brought those up. It's crazy how many videos she has and like how frequent her upload schedule is, and just the cocktails that they make, the people who try them, the conversations that are talked about, all the people in chat that are interacting versus the live and the premieres are very different, but it's super cool to see all the interaction. Everybody's saying cheers and thank you. Single barrel rye is good. Here we go. Tater Dom, Plug and T's channel. Go check her out. Event Yours of Spirits. Your local watchers will catch the replay. Yeah, it's funny you say that. So like I was asking some of the guys, I was like, hey guys, do you prefer videos or lives? Because really I need to be doing both, and I've been slacking on the videos. So we're gonna be working on a video tomorrow at least, so I can try to start recording some stuff. But the live replays, I try to make them entertaining throughout most of it, even if it is giveaways. But I do want to start putting some timestamps after the live so people can kind of have like a thumbnail to click through and find the talking points of the night's video. So like the very beginning of this live stream, if you look at it, we did a fresh crack of a JT Meleck, and that was my first impression. It was the bottle I just bought today. We did a review of it today, and we shouted out the liquor store. That's why you see Juno's information in the top part of the description. I want to be able to like have that as like a thumbnail, and then like my next pour and the next pour and the next pour. Have like little timestamps to help it. I've never even heard of this. What is this, Adam? What is this that you speak of, sir? I know Torp was mentioning it too. I have no idea what that is, so that's why I didn't acknowledge it earlier. I thought maybe it was a typo. Apparently, it is something. I've never heard of it though. Ooh, Master Pick 15 is being brought up. So, Master Pick 15, I am currently trying to find a bottle of that. We thought we had one tracked down, and it was sold out by the time we got there, so didn't get it. Don Michael Black Whiskey, I haven't really heard of, so I would be interested to try that, Dave. The Hirsch Single Barrel High Rye Store Pick is fantastic. I see Hirsch Single Barrels. I see the Cash Strength. I see a couple different Hirsches. I know some of them are different percentages of Willet juice, like Willet Purple Top juice. So I am curious on trying some Hirsch, but I'm very hesitant on which one to buy. Joel said he just got lucky with that Michter's, but he also got lucky with the Pappy. I mean, that's two very very sought after, very unicorn bottles where people when they get those bottles, and we know you have a bunker, we know you have bottles, but like those two bottles are like absolute like once in a lifetime bottles for most people. Some people will never see them. If they do see them, it's only once. Oh, Dave is terrible for your FOMO because when I try some of his samples, I'm like, I need a bottle now. Like there's a Bull Run pick and there's two different Bull Run picks in the Metroplex area, so I'm gonna have to make a drive up there to the northwest side of Fort Worth to go pick them up because I know the store that has them now, and because of the Bull Run sample I got from Dave, I'm gonna have to go buy a bottle of it now. That's why we had the Willet Weeded 8-year up top too because of him. Assuming you give a duck, how many ducks would you rate the JT Meleck RJ on a scale of 0 to 5 ducks? 0 being the worst, 5 being the best. Probably 1.5 ducks because I don't give a lot of ducks about JT Meleck. It was good. I mean, it's rice whiskey. It's just very salty, and I think because of how salty it was, I can't rank it higher than that. Like, it's not good for what it is. I think it would be great in a cocktail, but it tastes salty, and I'm like, I don't want something that just tastes like salt. Like, if I want something salty, I'll eat food. I'm not going to drink like liquid salt. Stick with lives, no editing. You should be doing 80% live, 20% content. There it is, right there, Adam. We're gonna be trying to do some more videos. Said I missed the JT Meleck review. I've been wanting to try that. I'll have to go back and watch. Disappointment because no one's popped in, even though the StreamYard is pinned. But I'm going to step away for one moment, so I will remove myself and hopefully put some kind of freaking banner up so that way it doesn't look like I'm not here. We're going to try to do a 30-second countdown. Hopefully, I'll be back in that 30 seconds. We've drank a lot. We got to go empty the bladder. We'll be right back. Whew. Well, we didn't quite make it back in 30 seconds, guys, so we gotta apologize for that one. But we had to wash our hands, so hopefully you guys don't mind me taking more than 30 seconds. It's like a good Texas bourbon, the 48 to 72 month cask anyway. Dead long. Alabama. Okay, yeah. So I'll have to look at that then. So yeah, with Texas and Alabama too, having similar climates, the heat, it's hard to age anything more than 2 to 3 years. I do need a longer be right back video T. You have a good point, but I didn't have one prepared because we weren't expecting to take a bathroom break, but we're still alive and I didn't want to. Normally I turn it over to someone else and I'll put them full screen, but no one joined the StreamYard, so we didn't have anyone to show off. So sorry guys. Has a good double oaked from Hirsch. Keep hearing it to get any yellow labels. Very specific yellow labels are pretty high percentage of Willet purple top juice, but you have to look at the back where they break down the mash bills in the ears. I have never heard of peg leg porker 8-year limited edition ever. Any peg leg for that matter. Jesus. What bull run pick? I've got a 15-year Cabernet finish and it's good. I'll have to look. I have a picture from the den. So remember we're in that Discord, Tyler, the den. Someone had posted it there, and that's how I knew about it. I think I took a screenshot of it. They had two different bull runs. One was a yellow label, which was a single barrel, and then one was a white label. I think that was the 15-year. Just being a good. We got to tape the Gatorade bottle to the leg because a true gamer never has to get up from his gamer chair. You need a Penelope Rio so my wife will go on camera with you. If that's what it takes, Tyler's coming over tomorrow. I have a second bottle of Rio coming that's sealed from Tyler tomorrow, so I will have it in hand and I can help you get that bottle just to see your wife be on camera drinking that Rio because holy cow, is that bottle delicious. So I will have a Rio. You can reach out to me. You have my phone number, you have my email, you have Discord, whatever, however you want to reach out to me. I will have a Penelope Rio and I'll help you get that. So consider that bottle yours, okay? Michael Bortner. My father-in-law, lucky enough to score a 20-year pappy for $250 in a Pennsylvania lottery. Make sure my kids enter the Makers 20 and 25 as well as the OFC 1994 lottery next week. Yeah, enter all the freaking lotteries you freaking can because you never know. All it takes is one entry just to pull a W. I always lose. I have very bad odds when it comes to gambling. I'm a constant loser when it comes to that. So, like, I was in the Grand Reserve lottery for Total Wine. And the way it works is at 25,000 points, you're entered into Grand Reserve. And then every point past 25,000 is one entry into their drawing. So we had 140,000 points. We had over 100,000 entries into the Pappy drawing, and we didn't get shit. We got zero. We didn't get no Pappy. We didn't get no BTAC. We didn't get a consolation prize of saying, "Hey, thank you for being a Grand Reserve member. Come collect your blands." We didn't even get that. We got nothing. Last year alone, we spent over $5,000 at Total Wine. All we got was a Black Tuesday from the brewery beer. It's a 19.5 alcohol percentage stout beer. And that's all we freaking got all year long. We're already at 47,000 points this year, which is crazy. And I've made a promise to myself that I will not be buying any more bottles from Total Wine unless they're allocated. We will buy snacks, beers, and other stuff from Total Wine, so we'll still build points that way. But for whiskey, I'd rather go give my business to Specs or a local mom and pop store if I can, as long as their prices are reasonable, rather than wasting my money at Total Wine for a drawing that I will probably never win. Spills Elijah Craig barrel proof. Facts, Major Zero. I love the lives, and I even record my premieres as a live version, so no editing. Only my travel vlogs are edited minimally, unless I am trying to do some fancy stuff. I'm a huge fan of no editing. Like if I could do the very minimum, where we just clip the very beginning and the very end, and everything in the middle is literally just straight raw, unedited footage. That's what I like. That's what I like. That's the way to do it. Quick 30-second countdown. Yep, we just threw it in there. Sorry. Hopefully you guys weren't upset with that. T said I need a longer BRB video. Maybe we need to set like a couple different ones, put something interactive on screen where there's some like bouncing balls for you guys to watch while you're entertaining yourself. It is a 15-year American whiskey bourbon van pick. That is the one that I tried, and that one was pretty good. I like that one. So that was my first impression of Bull Run. Someone else also sent me, I believe it was a single barrel pick as well, Dave, but it was not as good as the one that you sent me from Bourbon Van. What makes life easier? Yeah, absolutely. Just grab a diaper next time, aren't you? Well, we do have a baby, so we can just slap one on. We do have someone in the background, though. Thumbs up, so he is ready to come on stream. The man, the myth, the legend from the Rack House from Drizzo Nation. Here is Jeff.
What's going on, guys? It's super dark in here because I'm driving home, and I thought you'd be in Discord by now, but I just want to say hi to everybody.
Well, I will be in Discord shortly, but we kept going with the live because about the time I was looking at cutting it off, a whole bunch of people popped up, and I was like, man, we can't disappoint all these people. They just showed up.
Dude, that's what we like to hear, man. Yeah, I'm having some major FOMO right now. I just went to a Specs right before they closed, and yeah, no 1783 Heroes Edition.
Well, it looks like some of these guys have a bunch of it, so maybe we can get you some.
Well, I blame Victor. I really do.
Victor was super freaking drunk the other night. That was hilarious.
It was. I'm just dreaming about apples and cinnamon and oatmeal right now, so.
Appreciate the CA. Consolation prize comes around a month after the lottery, so you might still get it. Yeah, Joel, I'm really hoping I get some kind of consolation prize because after spending $5,000 at Total Wine, that was just on the credit card. We're not talking about cash transactions. That was last year alone. If I'm going to spend that kind of money, we're going to spend it up at like Applejack's. Like I'm going to just take the trip. I'm just going to make it a thing where I might not go to Applejack's very often, but when I do, I'm going to drop like $500 to $1,000 per trip.
Shit, we'll come out with some good stuff, that's for sure.
I'm hoping so. I'll have to reach out to you before I do it too, especially if I get Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday off again. Like, man, I'm going to try to go with you.
Oh, fuck yeah. No, that's a bet. I'm waiting to hear back from him about that certain colony. He said he'll get back to me tomorrow.
I would be very interested to hear what they say because, like, that I hear that it's in Texas. It's ready to go. Like, the distributors have it. It's just a matter of when it drops and when it's being delivered.
Well, a
Adam
certain
wants you to do a duck race for bathroom breaks.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Let's keep it going all night long. I don't know if I can keep this going all night long, but I mean, I could, but I probably shouldn't. Hey, the
God
Bourbon
knows.
Jedi is here. What's going on, Trey?
What's up, Trey?
Smashing that like button. Speaking of like button, what are we at? We're at 20 likes. Hey, that's pretty good. I haven't refreshed
That's
my
what I'm
YouTube
talking
page, so
about.
I didn't know how many we were at. We got 21 watching and 20 likes.
There we go.
Currently drinking a Midwinter's Night Dram. We got Act 11, Scene 3 right now. Very delicious.
That is a good one. I did have to pick up something while I was in there, so I'm going to try my first rare breed.
Is it a single barrel or just regular rare breed?
I don't know. Let me look at a bottle while I'm driving.
It'll be very obvious on the bottom of the bottle where the label is. It'll say single barrel. It'll be like in red text or something like that.
No, it's red, but it's a barrel proof.
Okay, yeah. No, they're all barrel proofs for rare breed. I was just curious if it was a single barrel because they have a couple. I didn't care for it. I actually sent the rest of my rare breed bottle home with Victor when Victor was out here.
Oh, okay.
John, I wanted to let you know that he's currently making grilled cheese. Who wants one? Raise your hand.
Golly. I'd love one.
You gotta pass it through the camera, John.
Right?
Mr. Lopez
Dude,
has the emoji with the guy holding his hand up. I want a grilled cheese, guys.
Dude, we're sitting there prepping all the food in the kitchen. I've got the live stream up and I'm showing everybody. Dude, fucking a couple owners came by and all my other managers and shit, and they're like, dude, that's fucking badass.
Did you show them a part where I was showing off your menu?
Yeah, dude, they were excited as shit. They're like, send them the drink menu. I was like, I can't. I'm making fucking soup.
Gunner just got done making some pizza rolls. I love the food that people make when they drink. Rare breed is gas. I mean, Joel, it's wild turkey. I think it's good for what it is. I'm just not a huge fan of rare breed, but it being barrel proof, I think it's like 108.3 proof. It's pretty solid, maybe 116 proof. But it's just not for me.
That's fair.
Ooh. Porup said he was disappointed in a recent Eagle Rare store pick himself. Damn, that sucks because like I have two tasting notes on that. The store picks are either really, really good, they tip over to the like sweet cherry side, or they tip the other way. They go to this really heavy oak note that's just too much.
Yeah. You were telling me about
Mr.
that.
Lopez said rare breed is fire, and then Josh is correcting me to make sure I know that it's 116 proof. Just not quite for me.
That's fair.
Super light and apple. I don't get that. Man. Never had it, but I found out I hate Russell, so I imagine rare breed ain't much better. Well, when you talk wild turkey, the Russell side I take is like the sweeter tones for the most part, and the other side, like the Long Branch and rare breed, is the spicier, higher proof side.
Yeah.
So maybe he would like the rare breed over the Russells, but I like Russell's 10.
Dude, I love Russell's 10. That's a daily drinker until it goes up.
So we just finished off our Midwinter's Night Dram, and I have no idea what we agreed to drink next. So if you guys remember what I was going to drink next, go ahead and put that in the comments. Otherwise, just say random bottles until I have one, and I'll pour it up.
Apples, oatmeal, and cinnamon.
I know a couple bottles that taste like that. So you were at work pretty late tonight.
Yeah, it's because we were waiting on fire approval, and we actually failed two things. And he goes, fuck it, I like bourbon. I'm going to pass you, just fix them. All right, done. So we had to train the whole staff tonight. We had to get all the food prepped so we can start training the nighttime crew tomorrow night to cook everything.
Oh, hell yeah. So you guys are going to be ready to open for literally this week, and if they passed you then, so you're all set to go.
Friends and family. Yeah, friends and family, Thursday, Friday, open to the public. Saturday from 4 o'clock till close. I'll be there from 5 o'clock to 3 a.m. So.
Okay. Hey, Dave's in the chat. Dave Cavella. First
up,
pour of the
Dave?
Weller Antique. He's got the Weller Antique open up. Hell yeah.
Yeah, he does.
I'm
That's
glad
awesome.
that he enjoyed that pour. When I asked him about that bottle, because I was like, hey, do you want this bottle or am I going to reimburse you for this? Because I'll keep the Weller 107 to give to Jeff if you don't want it. He's like, I don't want it. And he wanted to share it with friends. So I'm glad he was able to do a fresh crack of that and get a pour of that. That Weller 107 is very hard to find down here for sure.
It is solid.
Got Les Bramblett in the chat saying he's still not found a Midwinter's Night Dram. Still looking. Yeah, that is a tough bottle to find. And when I did find it, I paid basically secondary price at a mom and pop store. And the second time I found it was MSRP. They sold out the same day that they got all those bottles, and they had 3 cases at $170 a piece.
I mean, I know where one is, but it's going to cost $215.
200 before tax is where I'm at. $215 after tax, I would do it, but that's tough.
Yeah.
I don't have any Russell's tin to pour up, guys. I need to know what I'm pouring up next. Don't let me go without a drink. Come on now.
Let's go with some mellow corn.
Well, he said mellow corn, but I don't have mellow corn. I actually don't have any mellow corn, nor have I ever tried mellow corn.
Heard, I'm getting a mellow corn for you. For your birthday to mix with cowboy bourbon.
Mixed with cowboy bourbon. I do have a Summit Citrus Twist, the Aldi brand Sprite, so we can pour.
Oh, shit.
Okay, JTS Brown we don't have, but Joel S said Blanton's Gold. We do have that, so we're gonna pour up some Blanton's Gold. Oh wait, sorry Joel, you got beat. I didn't realize John put Boondocks, so we're gonna do Boondocks first. Josh put Natterjack, so we got Boondocks, Blanton's, and Natterjack. We're gonna go with the first.
Golly, guys, holy shit!
We're gonna go with the Boondocks. You guys are fast. That was wrong. I almost missed it and just poured up the Blanton's Gold from Joel S's recommendation, but John said Boondocks.
Only if John opens his Boondocks.
Yeah, I want to see a video of John opening his bottle. So we got the Boondocks 18 the other day, and it comes in this fancy box. Pretty meh bottle, nothing too crazy, but it's a very skinny bottle. So you guys can hear the cork pop.
Oh, that was solid. That was nice and deep.
This is like a very dessert pour, very special pour. This is the lowest bottle I've ever seen out of all of the ones that anybody that has a Boondocks 18 has. This is bottle number 75.
Dude, that's crazy.
To put it in perspective, this is rarer than most Pappies and BTAC bottles too, because there's only like 1,600 bottles made.
That's nutty.
We got someone backstage too that's going to come on. Get a thumbs up if you're ready, and I'll bring you on, sir. So, got to introduce the man, the myth, the legend. We got Mr. Bob S.
Yeah, what's up, Bob?
How you doing, Bob?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm going to see if we can edit your mic settings and turn you up. I got you at 200%, but you sound a little quiet. We're going to turn Jeff down a little bit because he's a little loud in the truck.
What's up? I heard Boondocks 18.
Yeah, Boondocks 18 is definitely a buy.
Is that what you're drinking?
That is what I'm going to be drinking.
All right, I'm with you.
See if you can turn your gain up or your input up. You might have to check the settings through StreamYard. You might be turned down when you click on the settings. There should be an audio option.
I have
on the bottom, it says mic volume. Make sure you unclick the automatically adjust and turn yourself up to like 130 or 150.
I am pegged to 200.
Already at 200. Bring the mic closer to your face then. Eat your microphone.
Laptop, I have to.
But yeah, we just poured up some Boondocks 18. We helped contribute to John's fear of missing out. And John had to get a bottle. So he has a Boondocks 18 that he hasn't opened. And then me and Bob, we have opened bottles of Boondocks 18 because we're not afraid to open expensive whiskey and drink it.
That's right.
That's right.
I took the cork off mine the other day and I let it sit overnight. So mine sat for a little over 12 hours with the cork off of it to help open it up because mine was not as sweet as the sample I had from Matt from Whiskey Wisdom. I'm like, let's let it have some time to breathe. And now that it's had some more time to breathe, I still get a lot of the dark chocolate notes. But when I say dark chocolate, I'm not talking like dark chocolate candy. I'm talking like cocoa. It's
Right.
it's a chocolate taste, but it's not overly sweet. That comes through. It has a little bit of cinnamon, more like cinnamon toast crunch kind of vibe to it, and even some like apple jacks, some spiced apple that comes through. So very very delicious pour.
Yeah, I get the apple, but I didn't let mine sit overnight. But it's been open for a couple of weeks now. So
I get this cocoa note too. That's what I refer to as the dark chocolate because it's not overly sweet. Let's see if I can catch up on chat now.
yeah, it's real good.
Bug said he's cooking Maine, so he's cooking some more some grilled cheese.
Nice.
Bob joining the live. Yeah, we got Bob in the house now. Bob's on the live. Normally we got backstage Bob, but now we got front and center Bob.
Yeah. Joel, is that a second bottle of Boondocks you're on?
Yeah, I bet it is because he actually has the option to get that bottle. He said it's Dickel juice too, so he's confirming that it's Dickel juice as well. So if you guys don't know the story behind Boondocks 18, essentially they came across some barrels of abandoned whiskey, and these abandoned barrels of whiskey were around 18-year age stated from what they could gather, and they bottled it up and they sold it. And for what it is, even if it is George Dickel juice, it is freaking delicious.
Yeah, I don't care what kind of juice it is.
Some people talk about how they get like a mushroom note or like a meat profile tasting note. I don't get that at all. I find this to be a very dessert pour. Now, it's not like so overly sweet that like you're going to think you're drinking cotton candy. It's 105.3 proof or 105.8 proof. I'll have to double check. But for what it is absolutely delicious, and I love how unique it is. And I think for the price point, which is a lot of things that people are deterred by because it's about a $300 bottle, you're buying an 18-year-old whiskey. Like, that's not normal to be able to find on the shelf an 18-year-old age-stated whiskey. So you are paying for a lot of the age statement, even if they were just abandoned barrels.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's got a good. The finish dies off pretty quick for you, though. Well, not that bad, but it's not real long. But it's a little hot on the finish. It's nice. Even at it's 105, it's not. You still feel it.
Torb wants to know who makes it, so I believe it's George Dickel juice, but Boondocks is the offering. I'm not sure too much on the distillery on the bottle. I don't want to have to pick mine up. Maybe Bob can tell you.
I don't know if it really says.
Does it say this distillery on the back?
Let's take a look.
Might say it on the back of the box or on the front of the label because I don't think there's a label on the back. Dave said he didn't care for it. He said it drain poured the remainder. Dave, you should have sent me the rest of that bottle if you actually drain poured the Boondocks 18 because I love that bottle. I'm going to cry on the inside every time I hear about how Dave hates it and thought it was disgusting. You said he drain poured the remainder of the bottle.
Yeah, no,
I have a hard time believing that.
Hey, Marty McCormick is in the house. I've never seen this man in chat, and here he is. He's got a whiskey shirt for his profile picture, and it looks like he's holding up a bottle of Old Rip Van Winkle 10-year. So I already like him. What's going on, Marty?
I'm in a drawing to be able to buy an Old Rip 10 for $1 at my local liquor store. So we'll see. Fingers crossed.
Hell yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, there's probably 3,000 people in it, though. So.
Got my first bottle more than a year ago.
Oh,
so Joel's got it more than a year ago. Oh, Joel's talking about it. Boondocks is owned by Royale Wine Corp. They source their whiskey. Learn something new every day.
Yeah, I knew.
Oh, that's got to be 2020 then.
Okay, Dave said he drain poured the remainder of his 2-ounce sample. Okay, it wasn't a whole bottle. If you did a whole bottle, I'd be crying.
Yeah.
Need to get in that drawing. Gunner wants to get in that drawing, Bob. Wants a chance at it.
I don't know if you have to be local.
Oh, he's from Life with the Patio Guys. How did I not recognize your freaking face? I guess it doesn't help that I'm looking through StreamYard and I'm far away, and it's like you're like a little tiny square on my freaking ultra-wide screen.
That is a killer shirt, Marty.
I do like that shirt. Got the flag on the side, got the whiskey on the front. Ooh, Boondocks 18 though, man, like I can't talk any bad about this at all. I don't know how Dave Vogelsing didn't like this. Maybe he just had a bad batch of it. But for me, I think it's pretty enjoyable. I mean, I think my sample I had for Matt from Whiskey Wisdom was better than my bottle. But that being said, this is definitely like pretty good, even without having the exact same sample as a bottle.
Yeah, I
Nice.
mean, it's, you know, there weren't that many bottles. They can't differ too much, you wouldn't think. You know, but yours is early, so you have like all the crap that floats to the top.
Probably, yeah.
This,
Joel said he should enter into that, and Joel's, I mean, he can help me get a Boondocks. Maybe I can tell him to, hey, go through all the bottles that you have of the Boondocks 18 and see if you can find a higher number one and help me get another one.
That's right, Joel. I'll DM you the link.
I need a bottle number 1500 now, Joel. You helped me get a bottle 75. Now I need like 1500 around the same time that Matt from Whiskey Wisdom got his bottle.
Joel, if I DM you this link and you win, I'm gonna be pissed.
If Joel wins, like, yeah, you might be a little bit pissed, but at the same time, Joel's already over his budget, so he might have to actually either like suck it up and put it on a credit card or pass his winnings to you.
Yeah, but what's MSRP on Old Root 10? Isn't it only like $125 or something?
I think it's $124.99.
What is?
Old Rip 10 MSRP.
We paid $159.64.
Okay. I bet
For the
charge
bar.
for it then would probably be closer to like $200 then, because I've never seen a liquor store actually charge MSRP for those bottles. They always have a slight markup.
Yeah.
Dave, it's
Yeah.
not your trash palette. You have sent me some of the most absolute bangers of samples, and I've tried some of the best bottles I've ever had because of the samples you've sent out. So you don't have a trash palette. I just think that the sample was either tainted or something was wrong with it, because for me, Boondocks 18, even if it is George Dickel juice, it is very good. It says there's only one batch. Well, yeah, there's only one batch of Boondocks 18. Sure, I say bad batch. Probably bad barrels, what I should have said, because there's not 1,600 bottles from one barrel. There's definitely more barrels.
Yeah.
So it was probably just a bad barrel.
Very true, probably.
Joel said he thinks his bottle's in the 1,500 range. I think Matt from Whiskey Wisdom, I think his is bottle number 1,534 or 43, somewhere around that.
Yeah,
So if yours is in the 1,500, yours is probably around the same profile and same bottling that Matt from Whiskey Wisdom has. So that's probably a pretty awesome bottle.
mine's 479. How many bottles are in a barrel?
I want to say
52
probably
gallons.
maybe 150
There's
to 200.
There's 52 gallons, and you typically yield anywhere between 20 and 22 cases.
All right.
The problem is this is also 18 years, so I think a lot of it probably evaporated. So I don't think they're.
Yeah.
I think they have a lot less of a yield.
Well, if you count your cases as your higher ones, you still should get your 20 to 22 instead of 12 in a case. You're getting 6 or 3 in a case.
Right.
So that
Okay.
would make sense.
That's
why Pappy's so rare.
A bottle of this, though, even at $300, I would buy another bottle of this Boondocks 18.
I would buy another bottle as well.
I think that's like one of those solid price points where, because before I always made the comment that I would never spend more than $249.99 for a bottle at MSRP. Obviously, secondary is an exception to that, but this is one of those that the MSRP is above that, and I absolutely would pay that. It's tough to say that it's worth more than $300. And I say that loosely because like it competes with $700, $800, $900, $1,000 bottles on secondary, but for what it is, MSRP, it has a very high MSRP.
But it doesn't have the hype that some of those bottles have.
Okay,
That's
Gunner
very
has
true.
a state-controlled listing for Old Rip 10 for his state is $99.99 is what MSRP, because they're required by law to sell it at MSRP.
Nice.
Is that last year or this year? Because it just went up this year.
It's probably last year's, because I don't know if they've updated their listing, because BTAC for this year doesn't come out till the end of the year.
Oh, okay. Because it used to be like 125, 130 down here for bars. So, I mean, that would make sense. We do get screwed a little bit though with the tax fee stamp.
I heard that it was a 6 barrels blend, so a 6 barrel blend for the Boondocks 18, and he told me just say the word and I get another bottle. So He said say the word. I'm pretty sure he meant send the funds, and then there'll be another bottle that shows up because that is not a cheap bottle. But he has pretty good clout with the store, and they have several cases of it. So
Wow.
good for helping me get a bottle of this because I've never even seen it in my area, and the cheapest I can see for listed price was $3.39 at Total Wine. But I'd probably have to go to like one on the outskirts of the north side of town if I found one. So we're talking about $400 after taxes. So the price that I was able to get from Joel S was significantly less than that, and I think it was 100% worth the price I paid for it. Pay even a little bit more for it too. So I'll definitely be hitting up Joel S because I think that will be a bottle that, even though at that $300 price point, it's worth having a backup of because that is just, it's super delicious, and you never know if you'll ever get another one because I don't think they're ever going to make these again. I mean, this was like they found some whiskey barrels that were lost. So whatever is out there is what's out there.
I mean, that would definitely be an investment bottle for sure if you get another one.
Yeah. Torp wants to know about each chiller barrel proof and what it's worth. $89.99 is MSRP, I believe. I could be wrong by a little bit on that. But the secondary price, depending on the batch, is about $350 on the low end and as high as $450, unless you're talking about like some of the first releases, obviously way higher. But I think $400 is kind of the going rate for an EH Taylor barrel proof, which is pretty unfortunate because it's good. I don't think it's $400 good though.
No, it's not. No, I'd pay $100 for it all day. Shit, I might even pay $140 or $150 for it, but I wouldn't pay more than that.
Yeah, I would pay $200 before taxes, so about $116 after taxes. $216 after taxes. Sorry. Joel said he has a batch 4 EH Taylor barrel proof, so batch 4 is definitely above that $450 price point. That's probably closer to like $600 or $700. When you start getting those old bottles, like the very first releases of those, especially because they're Buffalo Trace Distillery, those guys start asking crazy money for those bottles. So having that is awesome. I've tried batch 10, 11, and 12 of the EH Taylor barrel proof. None of them were bad, but they weren't bottles I was willing to pay $400 for.
Right.
So I stopped. I was drinking Bowman single barrel before I poured the Boondocks, and I went back to it. It's so different.
John, is it really? Single barrel is a solid bottle, but like I can't get behind it.
It's good. It's
what do you like about it, Bob?
The Bowman? Yeah. It was $52.
Oh, heard.
No, it's just a solid pour for 50 something bucks. I like it better than like I don't know what
So Marty just posted he got 2 William Heaven Hill 17s at the distillery.
What?
He got Heaven Hill 17 years from the distillery. He got 2 bottles of it.
Oh, I would like.
Oh shit!
Oh my goodness.
That's
nutty. Isn't this year's release 18 year?
Yeah, the 17 was the year before last, 2022.
Okay. That's still crazy though that he got 2 of them, but I was like, I know someone who's looking for the 18, so I think that's this year's release. If he had this year's release, I was going to be like, I need you to reach out to me right now because I'm trying to hook somebody up. Yeah, and they'll pay a finder's fee for sure.
The 17 is supposed to be delicious. It's supposed to be really good.
Was it last year's was like the 20-year one and everyone kind of like crapped on it?
That was the mellow corn mash bill. It was
everyone crapped on it because it's like that's just glorified Heaven Hill's version of mellow corn.
Next, it's a lot of years. Who knows what it turns into?
So what you're saying is, if I take a bottle of mellow corn and put it in a mini barrel and come back to it in 17 years, I'll have the same product?
Yep. Exactly.
You'll have to put it in a barrel so you can actually age it because the barreling process stops in the bottlings.
Right.
Yeah, no, I'd love to find a 17-year Heaven Hill. I'll look for the 18. Hopefully that's as good. But I don't know if it's the same mash bill, but the 17 was just everyone that tried it that I've read or seen videos has loved it.
Well, Michael didn't forget to message me about the Rio because we're getting a Rio tomorrow from Tyler. I already bought a bottle of Rio when I found it in store the other day, so I haven't opened one on my shelf. So the sealed one's going to be going to Beach Sand Bourbon, so I'm super excited to help somebody get a bottle they've been looking for.
So here's my question on the Rio, RJ. Would you pay $150 for it?
Ooh, $150 is a lot, but like that's the lowest end of secondary value in our area because there's so many of them that just dropped recently. I think it's probably worth that, honestly, if you're paying that without taxes. But with taxes, it's tough to say because it's about $108, $115 bottle after taxes. I paid $115 after taxes for mine. Tyler paid him about $108 for his. And Tyler has a bunch of them. So if you want to get one, we can help you get one, Jeff. But,
yeah, I do. I do want one. It's just the only Applejack's doesn't have any because I already went out to all the restaurants, and the only other place I can get it, they want $150 for it. So if I can get
150
it for
would be
less than
top
that.
dollar. 150 would be top dollar. If that's before taxes, though, just text me and we'll get you one for 150 without taxes on there. We can do 150.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I let you try it too if you want to try it first before you buy it, because like I'm a huge advocate about you should try something if you're going to spend that kind of money. If you're spending over $100, guys, please don't just go buy a bottle that's over $100 just because you've heard good things about it. Try it for yourself, guys. And if you can't try it, reach out to me. If I have it or the means to get it, I will sample it out because I want you guys to be educated on what you like. My profile is not the same as everybody else's, but that being said, if you're going to try something, please have a sample of it first. There's a few exceptions to that, but very few in between, because you should be educated on your decisions when you buy something. So let us guys waste some money for you and then send you a sample so you can try it.
And then sometimes you get a sample of something you weren't expecting much of, and you'll be like, this is good. Like Jeff sent me.
That's
Sinatra.
Have you had that? Yeah.
That Sinatra's delicious.
And I loved it, so I went out and bought a bottle.
And you got it for a better price than I did. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Oh, William Heaven Hill is not Heaven Hill Heritage Collection. It's just a high age distillery only release. Gunnar, thank you for clarifying that, because I thought he got the absolute home run of home runs, but the distillery release only is still hard to get.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, John.
Hey,
buying shit without knowing what it tries and tastes like. Open that Boondocks 18 and enjoy it though.
I know, right? Hey Bob, have you tried that ammunition cash strength yet?
No, should I?
Well, I'll tell you what, that's the last sample that went out of Texas. It doesn't even exist here. It's only in California, but in a certain part.
Joel Stern's talking about early times bottled in bond and saying 1999. It's $20.49 here at my local Specs. Early times bottled in bond. I actually gave a bottle of that to a coworker the other day. It is an exceptional bottle at the bottled in bond rating for the price. It's almost impossible to beat. Evan Williams bottled in bond, I think, is still just below early times.
Yeah, Jeff, I'm going to save this till we're together in Discord, and we'll drink.
All right, heard. Because I'm only going to get to have like 1 or 2 pours. I got to go back to work at fucking 9 a.m. and be there till 9 o'clock again. So
I got a long day tomorrow too. I didn't get home till like 9:30 tonight.
Shit.
But you got to do what you got to do.
I'm almost done with my Boondocks sample. There's only a tiny bit left.
I killed mine a while ago.
I try to enjoy it. I love just smelling it. Some of the samples you've sent, I could literally just sniff them all day and not even drink them and enjoy them.
Oh, that Old Fitz is just amazing. The nose on
I don't have any more of the Old Fitz 17 because I sent the rest of it home with somebody else.
That nose is the best nose I've.
The guy who got me into drinking whiskey, he came over the other day and I sent him home with a bunch of bottles, but I sent him home with some samples because I'm like, you need to try this. And he was so generous on how he poured it. Like, it's a 2-ounce bottle. There's about an ounce left, and he pours up like maybe a quarter of an ounce. I'm like, take the rest of that sample bottle home. Thank you for actually showing appreciation for what you're getting. Enjoy the rest of that, sir. I sent him home with some absolute bangers.
Yeah, that's a good bottle.
Well, you have some of those people that like you hand them a bottle or a sample bottle, and they will pour the whole freaking thing and just like not even enjoy it. They'll just sip it down, and then I'm like, you didn't even smell it.
The sample I got from Gunnar that I tried the other night, that Mammoth Brewing Hazmat, was really delicious.
Nice.
That's
any words on the Penelope Talkie release? I think last year's still floating around in my area on certain aspects of that. I haven't heard if this year's is technically released yet, but I actually have seen a couple of those in the Metroplex area, but I haven't heard if it's this year's.
I think it's June, because they're spacing them out for 3 months, something like that, or 2 months. Because they get them in South Dallas. The Penelope goes to South Dallas really fucking quickly.
Yeah.
So. But I can never get down there, mostly because I hate downtown Dallas.
Torp thinks Penelope peaked. I don't know, because like they have what they call their Copper series, which is Rio. Rio's a part of that, and I feel like that's sort of like their more limited, like top of the line. I think Rio is so freaking sweet that it's almost too sweet. The Valencia has a
Really?
very unique profile, but it's not like super crazy for me to go for. The Tokai or the Taki or Takaji, I heard it's pronounced Tokai. That's like one of their Japanese releases, another allocated version of them. I think those three are like the top of the line from Penelope. I don't know if they're coming out with anything else. That American Light Whiskey, the 15 year, that's another one I forgot to mention from Penelope. Those are all great. I think they're just now starting. I really do. I don't think they've peaked. I think they've just now hit the market and they've made a name where now people are expecting something from them. So it's like now you have two options. Maybe they have peaked, or they've just hit the market and now they're going to have to follow through with their expectations and deliver. So we'll see what happens with them.
I respect that. All right, guys. Y'all take care. Love you. I'll catch you on Discord.
You in Discord, Jeff.
See ya.
Haven't heard anybody hyping up Valencia anymore. So I tried a sample of the Valencia and I don't back it. I don't want a bottle of it. I thought I did after trying it. Not on board with it. So that's my take on it. Penelope is just getting started now that MGP owns them. Yeah, with MGP owning them, I think Penelope could really hit some absolute banger home runs because MGP just does such a great job. Oh, looking for the Havana release for Penelope. I am too as well. It was not on my list, but now it is. Perfect. Beach Sand Bourbon was able to try his sample of Natterjack Cask Strength and said it is great. So good to hear another person really enjoying that Natterjack Cask Strength. This Saturday is the 16th. I will be doing a live stream. We'll be giving away 8 2-ounce samples of Natterjack Cask Strength along with a bunch of merchandise. So we have rocks glasses, T-shirts, keychains, and these little metal pins.
So RJ, you want to give away a sample of Boondocks? I'll send someone a sample since we've been talking about it.
Somebody a sample? You guys want to say a sample be giveaway from Boondocks 18? Put it in chat if you guys want to see it, because if you guys don't want to see a free giveaway, I mean we can pass. We can move to Discord.
And if Dave wins, he could have something else.
Yeah, if Dave Vogelsang wins, we'll send him something else that he'll definitely appreciate. Profits and quantity, unlock the ability to use crazy age barrels. Yeah. Penelope's definitely going somewhere. I know somebody that got 8 bottles of the Penelope Rio, and I was like, holy cow, I was happy to just get 1 bottle, and this guy bought 8 of them. Of the 60 to 70 open bottles, it's my favorite. My favorite is Nulu 8-year single barrel. Sadly, I don't have a backup. I have a Nulu store pick double oak that I really enjoy. So I'm
going to have to look for that because knowing your collection, I want to try that Nulu.
Yeah, Joel has some pretty crazy bottles. I'm not sure what the finish is on the Valencia, but I wasn't sold on it. Barrel strength 9 years, awesome. I've seen that one, and they have a Texas pick of it too. Riley did some Penelope Estates of it too, so I bet it's pretty good. Okay, we got a few people asking for the sample, it looks like, so we're going to have to set up a sample. I want to see if you don't need it.
Well, Joel, you could enter, and maybe I have something you don't. And if you win, we could pick
I have that Nulu not yet cracked through. It's dark and $60 seems good. I like Nulu. I do. We're going to do banner to be entered into this giveaway. You guys are going to type in this phrase.
Type in Dave Vogelstang doesn't know good whiskey.
Okay.
Sorry, Dave.
That's a long one, but we're typing it out.
You don't really have to put that there.
Feel free to copy and paste this, guys, so you don't have to type this out. To win Boondocks 18 years sample. All right, banner's created. Let's put it on screen. Here's the magical phrase. Just copy and paste it, boys. Said real whiskey. No, we're putting good whiskey, but close enough, John. We'll put you in. I want to win to see if my sample was tainted.
Oh, but then if you hate it just as much, that'll be even worse.
He's going to drain for the rest of the sample.
Yes, but you'll have to video yourself. You have to do it on a live stream.
Let's get these names going on here. Everybody's trying to type out the phrase. They're like, that's too long.
Oh,
You got Dave Cavallo. He had the Weller 107. He won from the charity stream to help fund the girls. You got Gunnar L. Got Mr. Lopez. You got Les Bramblett. Copy and paste not working. Torp, we put you in there. We just considered that you were going to type in, but you weren't able to, and it's a long one. Typing is like watching an IT guy type his password. Yeah, it's a long one. Okay, Josh, I'll put you in, buddy. You don't have to. I was just hoping that you guys could copy and paste it. If you guys are typing that you wanted to, I'll put you in it anyways. It's fine.
Oh, I like that. Dave Vogelsang wins best palette.
It's so long. Got Dave Vogelsang in there now.
Dave is gonna hate me.
Count me out. I can't cut and paste on my phone. No. We'll put you in, Michael Bortner. That's fine. Just if you can't type it, it's fine. It's just I want you guys to talk about how you weren't able to copy and paste it to make it even funnier. We're counting you in, not out. No, Marty, you're not out. We're putting you in there.
Just say something to get entered.
Yeah, basically, either put the phrase or talk shit about how you can't copy and paste it, and I'll enter you in.
Or just say Bob sucks for making that the phrase.
Out is the new in. Yes, tore up. We got Jesus from the Bloody 81. Only doing a fresh crack of Bernheim A224. Yeah, Marty, we got you entered in. It's okay. It's just it was a long one, but we had to do it per Bob's request.
You took me too literally.
Bob picked too long of a phrase.
That's almost as long.
Well, we didn't have John on here from Bug in the Sun, so we're gonna put John on here. Speaking of John, do you guys want to see what John looks like on live stream? What's up, John?
Oh wait.
So John and I are going to get to hang out in a couple of weeks.
Hey man,
I'm psyched.
Bob picked freaking samples for me to give you.
No, you're going to surprise
It's
me.
non-negotiable. Surprise you? All right, you're getting apple cinnamon oatmeal and Sagamore Double Oak. That's it.
Do you have any Boondocks 18?
No, I don't actually.
Yes,
I got rid of the bottle.
So I'm gonna put Joel down, Joel Stern.
Yes.
He's
Joel,
not gonna want Boondocks because he can get that, but he might want some of the other stuff.
I got hopefully some things he doesn't have.
Okay, because Joel Stern has a bunker, but that man he's pretty awesome too, and I would like for him to have a chance. All right, let me make sure we have Beach Sand Bourbon on here because we don't. We need to put Beach Sand Bourbon on here. He doesn't know what he's missing out on. As long as you guys are typing in chat, I'll make sure I got you on here.
Yeah, as long as you see.
We got Gunner, we got Tora, we got Beach Sand Bourbon, we got Joel Stern, we got Dave Cavallo, we got Mr. Lopez, we got John, we got Marty McCormick, Dave Vogelsang.
Bob, what are you sipping on?
I think that's going to be everybody. We're going to cut it off here.
I'm empty right now. I have to pick something else.
Pour up some JD12, Bob. I'll match you.
Okay.
All right.
I gotta finish my cinnamon apple oatmeal.
Get this set up.
You of course picked the one bottle I'm like trying to nurse because I don't want it to go away.
Don't worry, I'll give you a couple samples of mine.
Well, that's batch 2, right?
Yeah.
Is that the bird?
Layla, quiet. My dog is crying because she sees my Jack Daniels getting lower.
Oh, we got one more that entered in. I got to redo the duck race. Adam just popped in.
Oh, Adam.
If I win, send it to Dave.
Adam from Major Zero. Sure, everybody else. Yeah, okay. Now we're set. I almost had it ready. I was getting ready to start it too.
You know Dave is going to win.
Either Dave or Joel. That's who I'm calling.
All right, let's get this presented so you guys can see the race. We're gonna just do 60 seconds. So
Yeah.
I know some of these guys were doing like 2.5, 3 minutes, which is cool for people to cheer. But some of these races just go for too damn long, and they're not that entertaining to watch for the long haul.
It's like a basketball game. It's the last few seconds that matter.
So we got 60 seconds because it's enough for you guys to see that your name's on screen, enough to see where you stand in your placements and what your duck's wearing. But I don't want to go for too long on these duck races, so 60 seconds is where we're going to do it.
Oh, dude, I got a Dr. Duck. Let's go.
John, you're getting out way too early.
I know. I'm not winning.
Jesus is over here like literally leading in the front, but I'm like, man, he's gonna fall back pretty far to even have a chance towards the ends.
I'm gonna change my answer. I think Mr. Lopez is gonna win. He's been on
Dave
a hot
Vogel
streak.
things towards the back, and he's slowly moving up. Maybe he'll squeeze it at the end.
Dave's getting too far up though. Mr. Lopez is steady.
Oh, yeah.
So my coworker that I gave him a sample of the Rio, he said the same thing I said, and that's good taste, but way too sweet, bro.
Dave Cavallo seems to win a lot.
Oh, see, you jinxed him.
I know.
Gunner. No, Mr.
Five
Lopez
seconds.
is creeping up. I told you, Mr. Lopez.
Joel.
Oh, Joel. Let's
that's
go.
Joel's turn. The guy who helped me get the Boondocks 18 that I have. You'll have
Congrats,
to reach
Joel,
out to
congrats.
Bob through Discord, brother. But Bob will be able to help you out.
Yes, I got some stuff. Hopefully there's some stuff you like.
I guarantee you have some stuff that he hasn't had before. But it's one of those things where it's like I don't think he's gonna want to be drinking some Boondocks 18 when he can get more bottles. I want to know, how do you have a store in your area that has so many freaking bottles?
Yeah, there was
Who
only
does that owner know?
They have 5 cases of that Boondocks 18 is what he was telling me at the store that he goes to. And I'm like, oh my goodness.
Damn.
They're actually thanking him for helping him move these bottles, by the way. And I'm like, these are good. Why are these not moving themselves?
Oh, geez.
Yeah, but total. I got it at Total Wine, and they only had one.
Yeah, I think I'm about the only one in Pensacola.
And that place is
Great shots in the house. What's going on,
Mark?
brother? He's from South Texas area. A little bit further south than me, about 4.5 hours.
Congrats, Joel. Hey, Joel, do you have only drams?
I don't know if he has Oli Drams, but he's posted his bunker on Discord a couple times, so we can go through what bottles he has.
Yeah, I think I remember Joel saying he was Android.
It'd be easier for him to look at what I have. It's about 1/10 of the amount.
He's got some really cool stuff. Like he has like all of the 2023 and 2022 releases of Booker's. He's got the full Weller vertical. He's got some pretty cool stuff. He's got some Dusties too.
Yeah, no, I was studying his picture yesterday or today, whenever that was. It was.
I like seeing collections like on the photos, but it's tough.
Yeah, that's tough.
He's got an Android.
So I had.
Yeah, me and Joel both have Android, no iPhone, so we don't have only Drams yet.
I told you I took a bunch of my collection and I put it in the curio cabinet that we have here.
Yeah,
hoping that my wife would be like, "Yeah, that does look good. You should keep it there." And nope.
didn't fly.
It lasted all about 10 minutes. But I got a picture.
Well, I think we've gone on long enough for the live stream, guys. So we're going to be ending this live stream, and we're going to be taking this over to Discord. So if you guys want to hang out, you want to just talk whiskey, talk about life, whatever you guys want to talk about, drink whatever you guys want to drink. It doesn't have to be alcohol. We have activities that we're going to be doing too. Some of these guys like to stay up till 4 o'clock in the morning playing poker. We'll start trying to do some more stuff and more interactive. We try to make sure our cameras are on the Discord interactions. You don't have to, but just to help be more personable whenever you guys are talking to someone, so you can put a face to the name. So,
good night, Marty.
RJ the Fed signing out. We got Bob S. and John that we're going to be moving over to Discord. So hope to see you guys there. If you guys are looking for Discord, just look down in the description. There's a link for that. Click on that. And John's one of our moderators, so Bug in the Sun. So he'll take care of you guys.
So when he's not around, we talk about him a lot.
Absolutely. Talk all the crap, especially when it comes to fear of missing out.
FOMO King.
You guys over on Discord.
See you guys later. Bye.